So I'm at Houston Airport right now, IAH, and I'm about to board my flight for London, Heathrow. It's a direct flight from Houston to Heathrow, about 8 hours direct flight. So at Houston Airport, the entire process was like the domestic flight. It was similar to that. At the security check, they just checked my passport. For domestic flights, we usually provide our driver's license, and then I straight headed to the gate after the security check. So the process was very easy, and out here at the time of boarding, they're actually checking our passports and then scanning it, and then also our boarding pass, of course. And if you do have TSA pre-check, then that's also applicable at the time of the security check, even for the international flights. Hello.
You're for the yesterday flight, right?
Yes,
So sorry.
that's okay.
You're finally out of the plane.
Okay, thank you.
Have a safe flight.
You too. And my British Airways flight was actually the day before, but I had found out that it had gotten cancelled, and then they put me on the flight for next day. This is an afternoon flight. My previous reservation was actually for a red eye, but then I took the next earliest flight that flies out of Houston. Sorry. And that's the British Airways flight that I am boarding. So this time I'm traveling solo. I'm actually visiting a couple of my friends who live in outskirts of London, and so Yash has not joined me on this trip. And this time I'm only traveling with a roll-on and a personal item, so I didn't have any bags to check in. So the process was even simpler. Here is the comfortable business class that I am passing through. Looks very spacious. So here we are in the coach cabin, and the first row is actually just a two-seater, and my seat is the second row window seat on the right, right there. So here is the layout of the seat or the coach cabin, just the standard economy class. Here they've given us earphones just if we want to use the live entertainment system. And we're now about to take off. We are on the runway already. And here we are taking off from Houston, and I'm going to be in London for about 5 to 6 days. You plan to cover the touristy areas of London, so definitely stay tuned for that. And here I asked for the chicken meal just to show you guys what they serve on British Airways. They have some chicken curry, mashed potatoes, and some asparagus curry. I wanted to capture this beautiful sunset, just in transit to London. Very pretty. Almost about to reach London, just about an hour out of London right now. But here's the landscape. We're flying over a city. We have descended quite a bit, and now we're just flying over some of the cities. And we're about to land into Heathrow, London. And as London's weather is very predictable, always cloudy, here you can see we're passing through a lot of clouds before we land into London. And at the airport terminal now, we actually got off at a remote spot from where a bus drove us to the terminal. And now I'm heading towards the immigration. I've heard lots of good and not so great reviews about Heathrow Airport. It being one of the largest airports in the world, it does have offer great connectivity, but there's also a lot of chaos, and the terminals or the gates are actually very far off, and so you have to walk quite a bit before you get to your gate. Those are all the things I've heard, but I'm going to check when I fly back to Houston how it goes. For right now, we're all walking towards the immigration, which seems to be just around here. So, right about here, I'll have to stop recording as in the immigration section, they don't allow us to record. So I met my friends at the airport, and now on our way home, we actually stopped at Costa Coffee. It's like a service area where there's Costa Coffee and McDonald's and some other small restaurants where you can just grab some quick bites or drinks from. It's just about 8 a.m. right now, and we will be heading to all the tourist locations of London today.